Hubert's shoe grease is a heavy-duty beeswax and pine tar conditioner for leather. It generally works to restore conditioning and increase the waterproofness of leathers. We're going to check out the manufacturer and history of the company, the product itself, and the ingredients, and then a step-by-step walkthrough of applying it so you can see for yourself if it's something that will work for your project. The Hubert's company got its start in 1921 when the founder made the original formula for the shoe grease. It was in McMinnville, Oregon, USA. Its popularity grew, as did the brand, and it has since offered a few additional shoe care products. Today, the family company is located in Bennett, Colorado, where they still mix, pour, and box each product themselves. Hubert's shoe grease generally contains these ingredients: beeswax, pine tar, hydro-treated naphthenic distillate, which is a petroleum-based distillate, petroleum USP, algorithin vegetal wax, essentially petroleum jelly, a mixture of oils and waxes. So you'll want to consider what you're looking to put into your leather, because some things that go in will be in there mainly for as long as that leather is around. Because some of those things, once they're in there, may stay in there forever. So it's important to balance the longevity of the fibers along with the convenience and effectiveness in a product that's going to make the use of that leather item even better. So do your research in terms of the ingredients, their impacts, and what will work for you ultimately, because that's going to be the best choice for you. Let's give it a test and see how it looks. To do that, I'll put down our mat here to cover our workspace. And we've got two sample pieces. One we'll keep to check on color of our original. Our other one we're going to put here, and we'll apply the shoe grease to that. And the first thing we're going to do is read the directions. So here we go. For heavy shoes, before treating, thoroughly clean and warm to room temperature. Rub grease into the leather with hands or a soft cloth. Carefully grease where soles join the uppers and all stitching. Allow to penetrate the leather, then apply another coat. After shoes have once been treated, apply as needed to maintain waterproofing and conditioning of leather. Recommended for heavy work and sport footwear, may darken certain leathers. Context 2, the original pine tar and beeswax waterproofer conditioner for leather goods. Manufactured using the finest of oils and waxes, contains no animal fats or tallow, preserver additives, or synthetic compounds, so will not cause deterioration of threads or undue stretching of leather. So, sounds pretty cool. Let's open it up. Here, it's in this tin. It's like a tiny little paint can. So we'll use our screwdriver here to loosen up the sides. We're almost in, and we are in. Cool. So here's how it looks. Check that out. Let's see if we can get a close-up look. There we go. So what we'll do is we will get a lint-free cloth. This is going to be a cotton cloth, so it will be lint-free, not leave too much behind on your leather. It'll also be soft, so it won't scratch your leather. Another option that you could use is a cosmetic sponge. This is a small foam sponge. It's really soft and will absorb some of the things you're putting on your leather while making it easy to apply as well. So for here, since they suggest the cloth, we will go with the cloth. And we'll start by getting a little bit on it, just like they suggest. And then we will apply to our leather. What I like to do is go in small circles in different areas around the leather to make sure that we're getting it in and not putting it too much or spreading it too thin. And just work our way around. You can already see the color changing while we're applying it, as you do most conditioners. Generally, when we put them on, it's going to darken that leather initially, and then it will dry out over time and kind of lighten up a little bit. So this won't reflect the end color, though it does show us that it is going on. So here we've got a little more. And then something I like to do at the end is kind of get one more little application amount and then just go over everything and kind of blend in all the different areas. And that way you could even do something large like shoes or boots, and then make sure that you've got everything blended and covered nicely. There we have the shoe grease applied, and check that out. So we'll compare that to our original one here. Now anytime, now it's certainly going to be darker because we just applied it. So what's really going to matter is once it's dry, what does that look like? And we've got that right here. So this has been dried, over 24 hours. So on the left, we have our untreated. In the middle, we have our just applied. And then on the right, we have our dried version of it. So let's compare those two, since these will essentially be the before and after versions. And we can see a little bit of darkening, it seems like, though not too much. As mentioned, it can be expected on some leathers, but it's really not significant. Some conditioners or treatments will make it look much darker. This overall is pretty good. So that's how it looks. And here's the finished sample. And it does mention waterproofing. So let's do a quick check on that. So for that, we'll get some water here in a little dish. And I'll also get another sample here to show you what untreated leather looks like when we put water on it. You can see it absorbs it almost instantly, changing the color, getting right there into the fibers. So if we look at the sample we just applied it to, we could try the dry one. I want to show too how it's impacting it already just to start, before it's absorbed in and all that. So let's check that out. Look at that. It's basically just rolling right off. Pretty cool. So overall, it seems to do what it says. It went on relatively easily, and the color didn't change that much. So if you're looking for a product that can do what this does with the ingredients that it's got, it could be a great one to check out. And there you have it. Until next time.